Hello and welcome to Record Rap, the Adventist Record News Podcast. It's Wednesday, March 26th. I'm Juliana Muniz.
And I'm Jankiewicz.
In this week's episode, conference focuses on how to build trust in an AI-powered world. And hundreds of Adventist youth across the SPD join global initiative to serve the community. But first, Ashley, can you tell us what's making headlines this week?
A total of 275 prison inmates were baptized in February at Kami Prison in Zimbabwe, the result of several weeks of Adventist evangelistic and discipleship programs. The programs cultivated spiritual renewal among the prisoners, with the baptisms symbolizing a commitment to leave their old lives behind and embrace new ones. The baptism was held in the prison's courtyard, and each participant was given a Bible. One inmate, Polite Moyo, said, "When I come out of prison, I want to see a changed person. I want to be a productive member of society, divorced from a life of crime. This baptism is the first step towards achieving that goal. Everyone deserves a second chance, and this is mine." In other news, researchers at Monash University have discovered the link between dietary fibre and lower blood pressure. When dietary fibre ferments in the gut, it produces gut microbial substances called short-chain fatty acids, which switch on two protein receptors. Many people don't eat enough fibre, commonly found in legumes, fruit, vegetables, whole grains, and nuts. Without fibre, these receptors do not activate, making the gut more permeable and causing inflammation in organs such as the kidney, which regulates blood pressure. As hypertension is a leading cause of stroke, heart, and kidney disease, researchers hope these findings will lead to discovering new drugs to help lower blood pressure.
That's very interesting. You were listing the sources for fiber, but it's also important to highlight that animal products have no fiber, because sometimes I think people forget.
That is very interesting. Maybe that's why they say that if you want to eat more fiber, you should have a plant-based diet.
Now back to the South Pacific. Around 110 people from across 9 countries gathered on the Gold Coast in Queensland to learn strategies to effectively communicate the gospel in online communities. This year's Digital Discipleship Conference was held from March 14 to 16 and focused on the challenges of building trust in a marketplace that is oversaturated with information. Conference organizer and Adventist Media Marketing Manager Jared Madden explained authenticity is the answer.
Presenting yourself in a way that is genuine cuts through the AI noise, because we're going to have an environment that's going to become noisier and noisier with AI-generated content, and through that, real humanity, yourself, will stick out, and people will find that and want to connect with it, because people are genuinely seeking human-to-human interactions these days.
Ashley and I were there for the weekend. What was one of the highlights for you, Ashley?
I think the plenaries and breakout sessions, they were really interesting, and I feel like I learned a lot. What about you, Juliana?
I just really enjoyed sharing knowledge and also learning a little bit from discussions with people, especially in the podcasting panel.
Definitely. It was very cool meeting people from all over the South Pacific Division who work or want to work in this space.
Yeah, and we had the chance to talk to a lot of them when we were interviewing people for all the kinds of content that we produce in Record. And the general consensus was that people felt like you just mentioned before. They were very happy about the sessions and what they were learning there. And one of those people was Paula Luen. She is the Pathfinder Director of a small community church in Vanuatu. Here's what she said.
This is really interesting for me, and I'm enjoying it so far. And I'm excited about going back and teaching these kids about what I've learned here.
Ms. Luen is also excited to return and teach the kids about what she learned at the conference.
I could take what I'm learning from here back, teach them how to write a testimony, teach them how to do a podcast or a reels, something on social media.
Adventist youth from across the South Pacific Division joined the Global Youth Day movement on March 15, serving the community in many ways. In Papua New Guinea, youth from the Wewak Island District, East Sepik Province, organized a blood donation drive at the local hospital. Young people from Karenda Church and Kupoa Branch Church in Southern Highlands organized a road clearance and drain cleaning project along the Highlands Highway. The Maranatha Adventist Youth Ministry Club at Melton Adventist Church in New Ireland Province ran a bucket ministries project distributing 45 buckets filled with essential supplies including soap, oil, clothing, Bibles, and Christian literature to families in need. A group from Buimo Robe Church in Lei, Morobe Province distributed literature, prayed with community members, and sang in various locations. They also conducted a massive community cleanup. In the Trans-Pacific Union Mission, Union and Mission Office staff also joined the movement. TPUM office staff visited a school for children with physical disabilities and hearing impairments. And Fiji Mission Office staff visited an orphanage, a deaf boarding school, and a school for blind children. The team distributed donations in each location, including toiletries. In the Solomon Islands, the Burns Creek Church youth cleaned roads and served breakfast for the community. We also saw initiatives in Australia, including regional efforts by young people across Greater Sydney, who provided food and clothing to homeless individuals, offering mobile health screenings, visited senior homes, and conducted community cleanups. In the city centre, volunteers distributed smoothies to encourage conversation, while others spent the day assisting vulnerable individuals in practical ways. South Pacific Division Youth Ministries liaison Dr. Nick Cross commented on the importance of initiatives that promote community service.
This is our mission as an Adventist church. We believe that we should send the Adventist message to the world in our generation, and we do that through service and loving the community. And I pray that we can continue to do Global Youth Day every day until Jesus comes back.
And that wraps up this week's episode of Record Rap. Thank you for tuning in.
Don't forget to visit our website at record.adventistchurch.com and follow us on social media for more updates and stories. You can also receive news straight to your inbox by subscribing to our weekly e-newsletter.
We'll be back next week with more news from around the South Pacific Division. See you then.
This is an Adventist Media podcast.